Good morning, it's Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42. I am coming to you from the Hobbit Library on Tuesday, December 12th. This last week has just been frazzled. Frazzled is a good word. Last Wednesday, I heard water running in the house through the pipes. And doing some checking, we discovered that we had a leak under the house. So Wednesday night, we turned off the water to our house. Thursday morning, Mark turned it back on for me so that I could shower and get all the dishes cleaned and everything ready. And then when I was done with all of that, we turned the water off and we haven't had water since. Friday, our son Philip came down and he and his dad have been working on repiping the house because the leak was under the house. So if you hear strange sounds in the background, you may hear the air compressor, you may hear the air hammer going on downstairs. That's because my husband is still working on the piping. They thought they had it all done Sunday evening, and we did a test run and found out there's one pipe that we don't know where it comes from, but it has not been disconnected, and it started spraying water again under the house. So the water went back off, and we have been without water since Thursday morning. I have been able to go over to my daughter's house and take showers, but they had to turn their water off yesterday because tomorrow they're having somebody come in to reseal the cement flooring in their basement because it leaked last winter. So my son-in-law had to drain their water heater and move it, and it's been frustrating. It has been totally frustrating. In the scheme of things, in the worldwide scheme of things, this is nothing. I have been able to go down to the store and buy jugs of water so that we have water for drinking and water for cooking and water for sponge baths. We've borrowed water from the neighbor's house so that we can flush the facilities. Yeah. I got a call from work this morning because I had told them that I would need to take tomorrow off to deal with this. And they wanted to know if I could come in anyway. And I think I kind of lost it a little bit with them. It's like, what part of we have no water? I have no access to a shower right now. I haven't been able to wash my clothes. My house is a mess. No, I'm not going into work tomorrow. The store will live without me. And at this point, I don't care. But in the worldwide scheme of things, what I'm going through is nothing. It made me think this morning of the people who have dealt with the natural disasters this year, the flooding and the fires, and the fact that they have gone without so much more than what I'm going through. And I realized my whining is minimal, and hopefully it will be resolved by the end of today or tomorrow morning. My husband grew up working with his uncle who built homes, and so he has the background to do this kind of stuff. He doesn't enjoy it. I don't think anybody does except those who get paid to do it. And I'm not even sure if they enjoy it. I don't know. So anyway, it's been kind of frazzling this week. And still, there's been some good things too. Last Thursday was a really good thing. Last Thursday was our meetup at Acorns and Threads. So the plan was that Michelle, Bendy Stitchy, was going to come up to my house Thursday morning, and she got here about 10 o'clock in the morning, and she got to come up and see the Hobbit door. I'm filming in front of the Hobbit door because she was here. And there's a picture of her standing in front of it on my Instagram, which is Stitchy Witch 42 also. I hope everybody has had a chance to go check that out. But one of the things that I showed her that's not easily visible here, I have to share with you this. When my husband made this door, Not only does it open here to go through to the room behind, it also opens here so that I can get to the bookshelves behind it, and on this side so that I can get to the bookshelves behind it. I think I've said it before, he did a fabulous job. So, that's my Hobbit door. Anyway, so Michelle came over, and she is so sweet. She had a little gift for me. In a hole in the ground lives a hobbit. This is so cute. This is just so adorably cute, and it will find a place here in the Hobbit library. So thank you, Michelle. Thank you. And then she and I went thrifting here in town. We have a small Goodwill in town, and we also have a senior center thrift store. So we went and checked out the two of those, and both of us found some crafting books. And get myself situated here. One of the two stores I found this in was Cross Stitch Plus. This one has a variety of different stitches in there. There's beadwork, there's ribbon embroidery, hardanger, black work, withdrawn and pulled work, and counted satin stitch. And there is a lot of really, really cute things in here. One that I marked for McKenna. I don't know if she watches my videos. Maybe somebody will pass it on to her. But there's a pattern in here for making cross-stitch slippers. And yeah, you can make your own cross-stitch slippers if you so desire. So I saw that, and it's like, yeah. Interesting stuff in here. It'll definitely stay in my reference in the library. So I was pretty pleased with that. And then we found two other books. Or I found two other books. Holidays Remembered. And this is a leisure arts. And there is, if I remember correctly, there's New Year's Day patterns, there's Valentine's, President's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, May Day, Memorial, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Independence Day, and Halloween. Oh my gosh, there's Halloween stuff in here. And the one that I found that made me get the book, I am doing this. I don't know when, but it is definitely a next year project. I love this. I love this so much. So I will be working on that. When the owl and the witch together are seen, there's mischief brewing on Halloween. So, yeah. That is definitely going in my projects for next year. I've said on one of my past videos that I'm really picky when it comes to doing Christmas stuff. There are gorgeous patterns out there, and I see what other people do, and I absolutely love it. But there's not that, oh, I gotta have it. You know, it just doesn't grab me. I showed you my mantle scarf that I made for Halloween, and I had thought to make one similar for Christmas. And at one point, I was looking at the Nora Corbett's, Nora Corbett. You know who I mean. I had been looking at the patterns that she had. There was one of Santa, and then there was 8 more, each of a different reindeer. But they're big, and that wouldn't work. And then there's spendy, and yeah, that really, really wasn't going to work. And then there's the fact that I know me and repeating patterns. I've done it a couple of times, but I kind of lose the thrill of seeing the design develop if I'm doing the same thing over and over again. So doing 8 reindeer, No, I didn't think that was going to happen. So I kind of dismissed that idea. And then we found this book. And I think it was Friday morning that I was looking through it. And I found, let me get the page. There's two ideas in here, and the one comes from the other, or will work with the other. I saw this pattern and it screamed at me, yes, yes, Audrey, you can do it. This one on the blue, Santa and his reindeer with the moon behind him. I am doing this. This will be done for Christmas next year. I will have a mantle scarf with this Santa and 6 reindeer. The pattern's in the back of the book. I looked at the pattern. I think it would be really easy for me to divide it into 4 different panels. One with Santa, one with 2 reindeer, and the front 2 reindeer. The way they have it gridded, the front 2 reindeer, one of their hooves is hidden behind one of the next set of reindeers, but I think I can extend that. And that looks like it would be a really, really easy fix. And then they have this mantle scarf in here, and I like the way these panels are. So it will take some figuring out, again, how long my mantle is, how to do the panels with something striped or whatever in between them. But I think the combination of that and that is going to work out for my mantle scarf for next year. So that is a definite plus. I'm doing Christmas! Just saying that. So that was thrifting. That was fabulous. And Michelle and I just had an absolute blast. And then we headed up to Acorns and Threads. And Michelle had gotten a text from Lisa, did we want to meet for lunch before we headed over to the shop? Because there is a McMinimans in the same parking lot as Acorns and Threads. So we did. We got over there. We had a really, really fast lunch. And as it was, we were probably about 10 minutes late getting over to the shop. And when we walked in, there were 6 ladies waiting for us. Oh my God, 6 ladies waiting for us. It was so cool. We had so much fun. They came from all over. I had to write down in my notes where everybody was sitting so that I could remember whose name they were. I was sitting here. There was Lori, Darlene, Lisa, Michelle Bendy Stitchy, another Michelle, a Stephanie, another Michelle, Lisa Smith. And the people came from Bend. Another lady came from Olympia. Lori sitting next to me and Lisa, both from Olympia. Both love quilting besides cross stitch. They'll probably be traveling together for the next one. Darlene was from Gresham, I want to say. People from Sweet Home, Oregon. People from Newburgh, Oregon. Oh my God, ladies, thank you. Thank you so much. I had so much fun there, and it was so nice to meet everybody. And we're going to do it again. We shopped. We talked. The first thing I did, I didn't even introduce myself to anybody. I just grabbed my pattern that I had shown you last time. Oh my God, did I leave the page downstairs? My Halloween in quilt. The picture's downstairs and I'm not going to go get it. So I went and got the fabric and bought all the DMC floss for it. The fabric I got is a Belfast linen called Copper Kettle. It's a 32 count. And this is what I have worked on this weekend while my husband's been dealing with the pipes. So this is the center panel of this Halloween in quilt. And you'll just have to look at my video from last time to see what the overall pattern looks like, because I'm not going to go get it. I love this. I am loving this so much. And my sister has already said that she wants it after me, so yeah, we got to do that. So Thursday was fabulous. Acorns and Threads was so much fun. Janine is awesome. She had set up 2 tables for us. She said if more people show up, she has another table she can add to it. The next one is planned for, and I don't have a calendar with me, the first Thursday in January, which is the 4th, maybe. Christmas is the 25th. It's a Monday. So New Year's will be a Monday. So yeah, it'll be the 4th. Bookkeeper brain. So, hope to see everybody at the next meetup at Acorns and Threads. It was so much fun. So much fun. So, oh, I lost track. I moved my pages. I do have a finish to show. My neighbor's name is Linda. And several months ago, there was a woman on one of the cross-stitch groups. She's a designer, and she had posted that their dog had issues and they had to take it to the vet, and they were going to be having some very expensive vet bills. So she was offering a discount on her Etsy shop. There's a dog involved. I don't have any pets. I live vicariously through everybody else's pets. I love animals. But her dog was going to have these big vet bills, and she has an Etsy shop and she has cross-stitch patterns. So I went and I looked at them and I bought, I think, 6 of them. And one of them was, do you remember the video that went around on Facebook, the little boy that was talking to his mom and trying to explain his side of the things? And Linda, listen, Linda. She had a pattern like that. And I had to get it for my neighbor lady, Linda, because we have teased her because of her name with that. And so I got that pattern and I stitched it up. It's going to be a Christmas gift for her. Linda, honey, listen. Now this is not part of the border that came with the pattern. I didn't like the border. So I went online and I was searching for cross-stitch borders, and I found this cute little pattern that I'm going to make for work that just says bite me, and put it in my office where customers can't see it. But this was part of the border from that. So I just adapted it. Theirs was a single color. I used a green and then used the same color that I stitched with. And those flosses are downstairs, so I don't know what they are. If you really want to know, ask me. I'll answer questions. So yesterday, Mark and I went into Salem so that he could get more parts for the plumbing. And I went over to Michael's and looking for a frame for this. I had toyed with the idea of making it into a pillow for her and gave up on that idea. I'm not in the mood for stitching a pillow, so I just figured that this would go into a nice, simple little frame. I found one at Michael's, and I thought the price of $10.99 wasn't a bad deal at all. Got it to the registers, it was $4.40. Yeah. So I will get that finished this weekend and wrapped up so that I can give it to her for Christmas. Saturday after work, I went up to Acorns and Threads again because I've shown you all this picture before. I have to get started on my Grinch. This is a counted needlepoint. And with all the shopping that I did at Acorns and Threads on Thursday, I forgot to get the flosses to do this. So I went back up Saturday after work and I got those for my colors. I have ideas for what I want to do for the bauble part, the ornament. A couple of years ago, I did a Mill Hill kit for my niece Rachel, and it was this one, little pear. I like the diamonds, and I thought I could do diamond shape stitching in here. I could do diamond shape stitching in here and do some beadwork in between it. But I have not started this because my plan is to go see my sister Patty, who has done a heck of a lot more needlepoint than I have, and have her help me. And the original plan was I was going to go up yesterday, and then plumbing happened, and I'm not doing anything to help Mark and Philip with the plumbing. I'm extraneous, but I really didn't think that I could leave the house. And it's a good thing I didn't, because I have been called out to help with some minor little doodads and everything. So the new plan is I'm going to go up there this Thursday. I'm going to take all my flosses with me. I'm going to take my canvas with me. I'm going to take this with me to show her what ideas that I have. And when I bought all the flosses, I bought the flosses for stitching the design. Well, with needlepoint, I wanted to do the background too, so that it's a fully stitched piece. So when I was at Michael's, I found an ecru pearl that I may use for the background. I also found minty kind of green, hobbit door kind of green, that I might use. And then when I was going through and looking for my Mill Hill kit, I found this one. It's a shimmer. Vineyard Silk Shimmer. I had used this. I used this on another one. I can't remember what. But I thought this might work for the background too. So I'm going to take all my floss with me. I'm going to go up to my sister's house. I'm going to ask for her wisdom. She says she has a bunch of different stitches marked on Pinterest. So we can go through those together, and she can help me figure out what stitches I'm going to do where and what and how on this ornament. It's not going to be very big, I don't think. I don't even know how big it's going to be. So I know nothing. I count on my sister to guide me with these things. Oh, crap. I was going to do my book giveaway. There were 6 people who signed up for the book giveaway, and they had some fabulous ideas. Hold for a second. I have a dice, 6-sided dice. So, how random is this, okay? Number 2. Go back to my page that has my list of people. Number 2 is Eva Rideout. The book is yours. So I will leave a comment on the original comment to let you know, and I will give you my email address. Contact me, and I will send you your dimensions kit with the little book. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Random. I was going to use playing cards. Dice worked just as well. There was only 6. I found a cute little thing. My daughter and I went Christmas shopping Saturday night after work. That was a long day. But my oldest granddaughter, Raven, she likes to dye her hair a variety of colors. And with Christmas coming up, my daughter Erin said, get her some hair dye. So we went to a place called Sally's Beauty Supply. If you're in Oregon, you may know of this place, but it's anything and everything in there to do with, there's makeup, there's nail polish, there's hair dryers, there's curling iron, there's hair dyes, there's everything. And up at the front, they had this display, and I looked at it, and I thought, I wish I had had this the other day. Thursday at Acorns and Threads, I took my needle out of my work project, which was in my bag that I had taken to Acorns and Threads. So Saturday when I was at work and it was my break time and I was going to stitch on my witch's gate, I pulled it all out and I have this lovely green container that is in my bag all the time. And in this container I have my marker, I have my scissors, I have my finger guard. It's a clover finger guard because I have to use those because my finger is numb. And there was no needle in there. And I was like, what did I do with the needle? Oh yeah, I took it out of my project at Acorns and Threads. I posted that on Facebook on a couple of groups, and yeah, people have been laughing at me and giving me all sorts of suggestions. So when we were shopping and we were at Sally's, they had this little display of a little traveling case for taking extra bobbins, hair bobbins with you. Hair barrettes? I don't know. I don't use them. I said, oh, I could have that and I could throw those away. And my daughter said, no, give them to me. But it's this little tube here. And if you twist it here at the bottom, it has a little opening. So I can put my needles in there. So I now have 2 spare needles that are going in my traveling case. And I'm not going to be without a needle again. Bonus. Look outside the box. Find things outside the box. So, Christmas is coming. I got all my shopping done Saturday with my daughter. I have been trying to get things wrapped. Like I said, my house is a bit crazy right now with not having any water. My dishwasher is full of dirty dishes. My laundry hasn't been washed. There are tools scattered out and about because they had to pull the freezer out from where it's at in the laundry room next to the water heater that we had issues with earlier this year to access the house underneath there. My husband had to cut access to the plumbing underneath the kitchen sink, so my house is dusty. There are tools. My house is a disaster area right now. Another reason why I'm up here in the library, because you can't see it, but the library is also a disaster area. I've got stuff piled on the floor. I've got presents needing to be wrapped. I've got a box full of garbage. I've got all the stuff that I had to move out of my living room brought up here because of putting in the Christmas tree. And yeah, it's all good. It doesn't matter. Nobody's coming over. Yeah, it will all get taken care of one way or the other. Things will smooth out, things will go forward, things will be fine. I've been watching FlossTube. I've been catching some new people. I have names written down, but the brain is just kind of overloaded with everything else going on. So the shout outs that I was going to do, forgive me, they're going to wait till another video. I have gotten numerous comments on my last video with all the Christmas stockings. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I love reading the comments. I think that is the best part of it all. And see, there's no more notes from me, so the brain has just said, nope, we're not going to tell you what to say, not going to tell you what to do. I just get to sit here and babble at this point. I think I've shared everything that I wanted to. Eva Rideout, I will contact you about the book. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to tell you about. On top of the water going out and everything, the computer went down. So everything I am doing now, I am doing through my cell phone, and sometimes figuring out how things are done on my cell phone. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm not the most tech-savvy person in the world, so yeah. So I will try to get this uploaded through my phone. I will try to contact Eva through my phone. Eva, if you happen to watch this video and you don't see a comment from me, please comment on this video and I will get this mailed out to you as soon as possible. Thank you, everyone, for coming and spending some time with me. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the subscriptions. I hope that your life is going good. I hope that you're getting to stitch what you want to stitch. I hope that you're not stressing out too much over the holidays. And just take a moment to breathe. Sometimes that's all we have to do. Let it go. Thank you, everyone. Live long, stitch on. Bye-bye.